Yep, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the channel. About to run through the recap for y'all, bro. We in week 13, Couch Coaches, sponsored by Game Sharks, man. This is the post-game recap. 31-28. We win it in OT with a field goal. Over 820 yards of offense, bro. We only had 10 first downs. We scored 31 points. That's crazy. Plus 3 in the turnover department, bro. 1 for 8 on third down, which is bad. But this is, this was one of the last undefeated teams in Couch Coaches. Wound up getting it done, bro. We had a game plan. We executed said game plan. Defensively, not so much. But, yeah, we got the dub. Trace McSorley, a couple decent throws, a couple that he missed. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jimmy Garoppolo was forced into 3 picks of his own. And he could have maybe thrown 5 or 6 because we had him a couple times early, bro. Matt Breida, we had no answers, bro. 18 for 188. That 49ers offensive line is pretty stout on the edges, and they can set the edge. It's pretty much a GG. Marquise Hollywood Brown, though, bro, 7 for 288 and 2 scores. Pretty much was the entire offense. 3 for 23 for Boykin. This is a player that was in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. But the last 2 games, bro, I don't think he's cracked 50 yards in those last 2 games. But that's also, the game plan, because really can't push the ball down the field too much. But he did get a 2-point conversion in this game. We got a highlight of that. Orlando Brown gave up a sack. John Sullivan also gave up a sack. Orlando Brown is pretty stout, man. He doesn't give up too much. As far as the defense goes, had a few tackles for loss, but for the most part, you still gave up $188 on the ground. 4 sacks, which is always the weekly goal. Brandon Williams actually got back there for the first time this year, I believe. Von Miller got there late. Anthony Levine got there late. Kenny Young got 1. Levine, 2 interceptions, bro. I think one of them might have been a pick 6, and Humphrey got the last one to steal it. There it is. That's a touchdown right there. Getting to the highlights, bro. Again, I'll try to get through this as quick as possible. But, I want to touch on as much as possible. Right here, 2nd and 10. I think we are in a cover 4. No, so cover 2. Cover 4. Nope, cover 2. I lied. Trying to get the force the ball out quickly. We got a 4-man rush right here. Carbon Kittle over the middle, and then DB gets flat-footed out there. So, there's that. Gets that big play. You got a big one to Marquise Goodwin, which was I pressed him, had Jimmy Smith on him. After that play, we immediately switched and put Humphrey out there on him, and that was his first offensive drive, first touchdown, bro. We wound up getting sacked right out here, out the gate. 3rd and 2, wound up taking a sack. Did not get points out of this drive. Now, I knew he was going to gas me up right here. I could tell by the look. But I was like, all right, let me just see exactly what he's going to do. Is he going to send it or is he going to bluff it? He sends it. I had the man. I just have to trust the read on the out route right there. Bang. When Willie Snead cut, I got to throw it. But that's also Sherman on him. So that's probably why I didn't look his way. I was looking for something else, like up the seam with Marquise Brown. But, yeah, man. Right here, 1st and 10, Dante Pettis, 13-yard. I believe this is to the right. Now, this is another situation. I'm in man coverage again. I did not press this time. We got Jimmy Smith on Pettis. He's going to run the smoke screen right there. For whatever reason, Jimmy Smith's arm just broke, as you can see. His arm just completely broke, trying to swat that ball away. Luckily, 23 is there to make a tackle. 3rd and 9, get him in 3rd and long situation. Can't get him off the field. We're coming with a pressure look right here. Send the pressure off the edge, but he's still able to throw this, bro. And I'm literally using Earl Thomas on this play, daring him to throw a slant. I come down to play the slant, but it's actually, I see that he's not running a slant, so I back off. Actually looking to come back across the field, but he runs a dig route right in my face and completes that joint. It was pretty bad. I was kicking myself like, damn, that should have been a pick right there. Pass knocked away by Humphrey. I believe this also could have been an interception. He's going to throw an out route right here. Oh, no, it's not that play. Yeah, this one. It's a nice little pocket. Had my user not been there, that's a nice pocket to throw, get a completion. But, you got to factor in for users on the field. Right here. He winds up punting right after that. And 80-yard touchdown, right? 80-yard touchdown. This is 2x2. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. We're going to take this around the edge. Get him to over pursue a little bit. Cut it up. 89 springs the block, and that's Marquise Brown, bro. To the crib. Right here, He winds up getting a 65-yard touchdown, an answer back. I'm like, damn, bro, that sucks. So we get a incomplete pass right here, well, a pass for negative yardage, a little screenplay. Right here, we running a 3-wide receiver jet sweep. Come out here, run it again. 86 gets a good block. 21 to getting upfield. You got to set these blocks up, bro. And once you see it, bang, you hit it. Cut up on his user right there, and that's in 2 plays, bro. It's 160 yards there near. And that's pretty much the offense, man. That was pretty much the entire offense for this game. Deebo Samuel's going to catch one right here. I believe this is going to be a little out route. Easy little money right there. Jimmy Smith winds up falling. Jimmy Smith is in a contract year, bro. If shit like this keep happening, like, come on, fam. I need you to make that play, big homie. 3rd and 12. I think this is our first sack of the game. He runs a screen against mid blitz, and of course the guys got right there. That was Anthony Levine with his only sack of the game. Right here, Willie Snead. This was a crazy animation right here, bro. I thought I was gonna get picked. That's his user right there. But if you look back at it, you can see his user peeling off. Could have thrown the deep ball to 89, and nobody was within range to get him. But he reads the out route, the corner route, and gets that. We wound up taking a sack on 3rd down, hunting the ball again, bro. And he winds up missing the field goal at the end of the half. So 14-13 at the half. Right here, Richard Sherman, 3rd and 10, pass knocked away. I believe this is when I did go to the right sideline. I tried to go up the seam right here. You can see the pressure look. So I'm running a slant and then a streak, forcing the user to pick one. For whatever reason, 78 just did not block this guy. Like that's quite trash, if you ask me. But couldn't throw the slant, so I'm looking for the seam. And yeah, that's what happens. For whatever reason, the outside receiver did not jet off the line. Like, you can see the tight end, he gets off the line really quickly. If that outside receiver would have got up quickly as well, Sherman wouldn't have been there to make that play. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. They get that 28-yard run by Breida. Again, I'm going to show these plays because, you know, I was accused of running the same shit all the time. You can see this cover 2, cover 4, cover 1, cover 3. I ran everything, bro. I want to kitchen sink at him because I just couldn't stop his fucking offense. Right here, this is it's cover 1. Obviously, linebacker that was in coverage on Kittle got picked. Anthony Levine interception right here. I believe this was my user. So we're going to send a 4-man rush right here. Dang, easy money. It was actually a 3-man rush. Backed all the guys out here in coverage. Got the pick. 1st and 10, Marquise Brown, 13 yards. This is a 3 tight end jet sweep. Run it again. We cut this one up inside. We see the blocks forming. Once the edge is set, you just read the numbers. You got hat on the hat out here. You cut that up. Try to get outside, but you know, hindsight, I wish I could have cut that left, but I probably would have got hurt if I did. But 3rd and 11, 6-yard run on the draw play. Don't need to show that. Pass knocked away by Kenny Young. This is my user again. Right here, you got to read the field, bro. Like, reading the field, we see that we got our guy out there like underneath, but he's obviously not going to make that play. You know what's open if you're covering something else. You come back, just make a play on the ball. Marquise Brown for 60 yards, 1st and 10. Now this one he pegged me back, and I've been giving him this trips formation a few times this game, and I've been running, you know, read option and stuff like that. He's coming out and 4 down linemen. There's only, you know, 3 DBs on the field. We come out here in a situation where, like, we feel like we could take a shot, and we do. We take a shot. That's his user. I'm right underneath Marquise Brown, throwing this ball over the top. This is the best throw of Trace McSorley's career. One-hander by Marquise Brown. That shit was a big play, bro. That's 60 yards. And then we get the 33-yard run right after that. All my receivers are tired. We go down to the big formation right here. Bang, 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 bang. Trucking down the field. Into the end zone right here, bro. The three of the biggest plays in this game, man. 60-yarder, a 33-yard touchdown, and then right here, one-on-one in the end zone. Put it up to Miles Boykin. Easy money. He's gonna put his hand on Witherspoon's head and reach out and bless this young man because he's just mossed him in the end zone. You feel me? Next play after that, still 3rd quarter, bro. Come out here and get the pick. Levine. That's our user right there. We tried to like bluff the blitz and get back into coverage. We wound up doing it, getting upfield right here. Force him to make the throw underneath. Bang. That's easy money. We're going to take that one cut. Hey, we out here. Big 6 in the end zone. Fourth quarter was all him, to be honest. I was still mixing up my coverage and everything like that, but yeah, bro. He had me. So on this one right here, I know that Jacory loves stick. I know he loves stick. So I'm sitting under the stick route, and I jet to the slant because that's where he normally goes with the ball. That's a good read by him. I even said that in game. Matt Breida right here. Maybe he's going to angle out. Nope. This one, thought Levine would have got there, but yeah, that's out of his reach. He does make the tackle. First 10, Jimmy Garoppolo going to take a sack here. This is Kenny Young, I believe. Yeah. Well, man blitz. Bluff him, you know, with the cover 3 look. Nothing's open down the field. I'm covering the halfback. Bang, bang. You get that sacker. That's a big play. First and 10. But it does wind up converting a 3rd and 22, bro. This is a good play right here. Now, this is me sending 6. But I actually got stuck on one of my guys. The blitz didn't come through. So, you know what I mean, like, the guy, he just had time to make this read down the field. It's a damn good read, damn good thrower. Would not expect somebody to hit that, but he did. That's why he's one of the best out here. That's why he was undefeated. Right here, I think this is basically a spot concept. And all 3 of these guys are sitting in zones, and I'm in cover 3, so you know there's only 2 yellows. That's an easy read. Jimmy Smith almost makes a play, but Jimmy Smith has almost made a lot of plays in this particular game. He's doing great on the season, but, you know, Kittle for 4-yard right there. 2nd and 10 is also still 4th quarter. See the off coverage, see this man, get it outside the Miles Boykin. Nice little play right there. For the most part, he's really a red zone threat at this point, but, you know, until we get a better quarterback. 1st and 10, Jimmy G is going to take a sack. This is going to be Von Miller coming around the right side, I believe. And nope. This one's Brandon Williams. Big 58 speed DT. Gets the sack right there. Kittle for 21. Bro, like, this team is hard to defend, to be honest. Nice little pass right there. That was my user underneath. Just over the top of it. Just couldn't get there. And then Dante Pettis with 44 yards. I forget what this one was. Oh, yeah. This is, all right, so this is me playing cover 4. Trying to be safe, right? Trying to be safe. Showing them a blitz look pre-snap. Winds up, you know, getting outside right here. You got double teams across the board. I'm actually using that, but I get hung up on my own player. He winds up getting that completion down there. One play later, 13-yard to Breida. And we take a couple sacks in the 4th quarter. Just trying to make something happen. Now, overtime, bro. Overtime. 1st and 10. This is Vaughn's only sack of the game. Now, the halfback, blame the halfback for this, bro. He did not block his guy. But you can see we got the front right here. We got the overload blitz, basically. 85 goes out on the route, so that means Vaughn's coming scot-free off the edge. Halfback does not pick him up. He stands there. He looks at him. Just doesn't affect him. You know what I'm saying? Guess that's an X factor taking over the game. Feel me? One play later. And that was cover 1, by the way. That was cover 1. Man blitz. Now he runs a little jet sweep fake right here, but leaves Jalen Ferguson wide open. Well, you know, unblocked to the quarterback. Does not get the sack, bro. He sits and he throws. He winds this up. I'm like, nah, yo, stop playing. I click on, pause, wait to hold triangle, and there it is. We get the interception right there that we needed. Marlon Humphrey, big play right there, bro. We try to run a little RPO at the first play, 1st and down, 2nd and 12. What are we gonna go to, bro? We're gonna go to what he proved that he cannot stop so far, which is a jet sweep. You know what I'm saying? He's a nickel 2-4-5 double A gap. We have 3 tight ends on the field, bro. We're just gonna take this off the right edge, loop it around, wait for 81 to get that block, and bang, we out. If 89 could have just got up there, bro, this would have been a house call. But you know, it is what it is. Richard Sherman wound up catching us there. 5-yard pass, offensive holding, and we get one to Marquise Brown on a little spot route. Try to take off from McSorley. I do not want to kick a field goal in the rain and OT, but we wound up doing it, getting it. That's it, man. Love, peace, and buckets. I'm out.